Hi, I'm Alana Ferry, and I'm the fashion content editor for the Commonwealth Fashion Council. Today, for this month's article, we decided to ask the people of Nottingham the one question. What is one thing about the fashion industry that you would change? Here's what they had to say.
Really well in the fashion industry with being inclusive for plus size female models, but I feel like we should change to be a bit more open to having plus size male models. I don't really think you see that in the runway collections or in specifically luxury industry. I just don't think we've embraced having an inclusive environment for men, so that's one thing I specifically would say we'd like to change.
As a person who works in fast fashion brand, I'd really want to change one important thing. That is using plastic bags to pack clothes. Every day at workplace, we throw huge amount of plastic bags to offer clean clothes to customers. And when we return the last season clothes to company, we still use new plastic bag for that, even though we already know that plastic is gonna be trash in the end. Looking at that amount of plastic waste, I can feel that fast fashion is bad effect on earth. So I really want to change materials for wrapping clothes, such as reusable or biodegradable materials.
It would be the fact that gendered clothing came onto forefront probably in the 1960s, when before that it was more like doesn't really matter if men or women wore skirts, but now that has a different connotation altogether, which doesn't really make sense to me, especially with the development of different political stances among the Gen Zs or millennials. So that's something, if that would not have happened at that point of time, probably we would not have had to struggle to go against this today. So I think I would want to change that.
I would discontinue all sweatshops, as I think fashion has employed a lot of people, and a lot of them are working under very unfair conditions in violation of their human rights. They've also contributed to the lack of development in certain countries because they pay peanuts. This is not acceptable.
So what is it about the fashion industry that you would change? Feel free to comment below.